Good morning, guys. What's our batch code, guys? Spring, what is that? 717. Spring core here. What was the class? 24th, right? In that one, after discussing a lot of things, we discussed about IOC container creation. Am I? As part of that, we discussed about how to create Bean Factory IOC container, right, boss? But Bean Factory IOC container is industry standard one or not one? What is industry standard container? Application context IOC container, right? Okay, today we are going to talk about how to deal with that application context IOC container. So let's see, guys. Save the document. What is the today's date? 26th. Okay, that's great. What is this? IOC container creation. IOC container creation. As part of that, we already discussed about how to create Bean Factory IOC container. Is a easy process or difficult process? Take a class that implements what? Bean Factory interface directly or indirectly. Create object for it by passing necessary input. If it is XML based, what is that? XML file configuration. If it is annotation based, pass @configuration class as the input value. All inputs and instructions to IOC container will be given either using XML based instruction, nothing but Spring Bean configuration file, or annotation based instruction, nothing but Java class that is having @configuration annotation. Annotation based instructions will be given in the form of what? Java class. What is that special class name? Configuration class. How does normal class become configuration class, guys? You have to use @configuration annotation. Clear, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay, here. This is nothing but Spring Bean configuration file or not, guys? Spring Bean configuration file. And already I said Spring Bean configuration file. I keep on saying one statement. What is that? As of Bean Factory container supports only XML based configuration, whereas application context container supports what? Both XML based and annotation based configurations. Yes or no? Na? So industry standard container is Bean Factory application context. Industry standard container is Bean Factory application context. Okay, we have a reason to work with application context container. Okay, Bean Factory. What, guys? IOC container supports only XML file based configuration. XML driven, instead of saying this one, more polished word is what? XML driven configuration. Nothing but inputs and instructions to IOC container using XML file. Okay. So, application context IOC container. What container, guys? application context IOC container supports both XML driven and annotation driven configurations. Inputs and instructions to IOC container will be given can be given using XML. Here what? Can be given using XML file or okay. At the rate configuration class. What class, guys? At the rate configuration class annotations. Okay, what is the industry standard container, guys? So, application context IOC container is called, what container, guys? Is called industry standard. Industry standard IOC container. Industry standard IOC container. So above I have given procedure to create a bean factory IOC container. So code to create. To create application context container, come on guys. Take a class that implements what? Application context interface directly or indirect. But application context interface is direct or indirect sub-interface of bean factory container. So you are creating application context container mean indirectly you are also, it is also having qualities of bean factory container. After all, application context interface is the sub-interface of what? Bean factory interface. That's the reason from the beginning we are keep on saying application context IOC container is equal to bean factory container plus plus. Bean factory container plus many other facilities. That's the reason we say bean factory container plus plus. Clear, my dear? Got the point, my dear? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. To create application context container. Now onwards, I'll give a shortcut called AC. Now onwards, AC container means you please remember it's application context. Application context IOC container. Okay, use the Spring API supplied predefined class. What class, guys? Predefined class that implements what, guys? Bean application context. What, guys? Application context interface. What is that? Directly or indirectly? Okay, guys. This application context, what, guys? Interface is the, what, guys? Sub-interface of, what interface, guys? Sub-interface of Bean Factory. What, guys? Bean Factory interface. Don't worry about the package names, guys. Okay? Package names you need not to mug up. In practice, they will be there in your brain. In practice, they will be there in your brain. But what's the beauty of Google, guys? You write the class name or interface name, place API docs. You will get documentation about every Java class that is there in the world. Not only in JDK, any Java class documentation you will get, right? Everyone, please keep your mobile phones in your pocket or handbags. I don't want to see them in your hands. I don't want to see them in your hands, whatever the reason. Someone is in hospital also, I don't want to see them in the hand. Keep in vibration mode, keep in pocket. I request everyone, if I found you are keeping your mobile phone in the hand, I will throw you out of the class. Right. Okay, where is this, guys? Application context, API docs. Online students, it's better to keep in half kilometer distance, guys, for you people. Okay, API docs. There are so many classes implementing application context interfaces. Did you notice that, guys? Okay. All known implementing classes. There are many things. Okay. Now have a look. All super interfaces. What is there? Super interface. In that list, Bean Factory is there. Directly, indirectly, Bean Factory is there or not there. But in that one, all are not popular, guys. Only few things are popular. Let me highlight what are the popular classes which we generally use to create what? IOC container. Okay, guys. Let's see. Number one, all super interfaces. In that one, Bean Factory is there. Yes, there. Bean Factory is there. Okay, leave it, guys. Next, in this one, what are the popular implementation classes? Number one, file system XML application context. Number two, class path XML application context. Next, XML web application context. What is that? XML web application context. Okay, there is something called annotation config. What is there? Annotation config application context. Same thing, annotation config with a small change, web application context. This is for web application. This is for what? Standalone application. What applications, guys? One for web application, one for what? Standalone. This annotation config one will take configuration class as the input class. These XML, wherever XML word are there, they take XML file as the input file. Configuration file XML, you use those classes whose name is having XML word. If your configuration environment is what? Java class having annotation, then we have to prefer working with what, guys? Annotation word class name. Annotation word class name. First of all, let me prove that this interface is directly or indirectly implementing what? Bean Factory. What is that? Bean Factory extending from Bean Factory interface, right? Okay, so application context extending from listable Bean Factory. Okay, listable Bean Factory is extending from Bean Factory, guys. So one hierarchy is confirmed or not, guys? Super. Okay, let's see. I'm not highlighting packages. You work on packages. No one worries about packages, guys. What is the first interface? Bean Factory. Right. What is the second interface, guys? Listable Bean Factory. What is there? What is the last one, guys? Application context. Application context. What is that? Interface. Tell me, what is the relation between all the three things? Extends in implements. Yeah, interface extends from other interfaces. Okay, if you feel that is a new statement, stop coming to spring classes. Complete your core Java inheritance and join for this class. Interface extend from other interfaces, class implements interfaces, class extends from a class. These are the basic statements, guys. We don't learn them here. We use those concepts here, right? Okay, what is the relationship? Extend. I for interface na? Okay, what is there, guys? Extends. Clear? Okay, super boss. Okay. Okay, guys. Code to create application context IOC container having XML driven, what guys? XML driven configurations. So now number one, A, file system. What is that? XML application context. XML application context. CTX is equal to any word you can use, guys. That's the reference variable name. New file system. What, guys? XML application context. Luckily, we don't need any separate environment to pass Spring Bean configuration file, guys. Okay, okay. Within double quotes. What is there? Application context dot XML. Yeah, what this line will do, guys? Creates AC container, application context container by taking given Spring Bean configuration file from the specified path of the file system. What, guys? From the specified path of the file system. What is file systems are? I heard so many times, but I did not get the meaning of it. Array, your computer files and folders together is called file system. In your computer, lot of folders, lot of files, all together we call it as what? File system. Is that clear, guys? Come on. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay. Creates the application context IOC container. What, guys? Application context IOC container by taking given Spring Bean configuration file from the what is there specified path of the file system. From the specified path of the file system. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, next one. Class path XML application context. CTX is equal to, next, new class path XML application context. Here is what? Application context dot XML. Did you observe? I am not specifying any path there. This is path, guys. These dots, whatever dots are there, here path I am mentioning, right? But here I am not mentioning any path. Here I am not specifying any path. Yeah, what does it mean, guys? Okay, very simple, boss. Creates IOC container of type application context by taking the given Spring Bean configuration file from the jar files and directories added to the class path. What, guys? From the directories and jar files added to the class path. My computer environment variable class path is there. Whenever we create Eclipse project, SRC folder will be there in automatically in class path, guys. Come on. If it is Maven project, SRC main Java, SRC test Java, these folders will be there automatically in class path now, boss. Come on. Don't worry about the Maven. I will introduce at right time. If it is Maven project, SRC folder of standalone project, by default will be there in the class path. If it is outside Eclipse IDE, right? Or Maven project or Maven environment, we can add some directories and jar files to the class path environment variable. Yeah, it can go to those directories and jar file. From there, it will try to locate what? Spring Bean configuration file. That's the reason you need not to specify the name and location of the path of the Spring Bean configuration file. You just specify name, no need of specifying the location. Yes, guys, come on, everyone. Creates the AC IOC container. What container? By taking, what guys? By taking. Okay, the given Spring Bean configuration file. Nothing but XML file from the directories or jar files added to the, what is there, class path or build path. Or in Eclipse, class path is called build path na boss. Class path or in build path. Build path. So your Spring Bean configuration file is nothing but what file, guys? XML file. Nothing but what file, my dear? XML file. What is number C, guys? Come on, everyone. What is there? Number C. XML application context. CTX is equal to new XML application context of web application context. Where is that? XML. Where? Go to the previous one. XML web application context. XML web application context. Okay, here new XML web application context of. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Perfect. Here is my what, guys? Here is my what? Useful in standalone applications. Useful in what? Standalone applications. Please, containers will not be created automatically in Spring Boss. Wherever you want, you have to create it. You can create them in main method. You can create them in X method, Y method, Z method. Generally, in standalone application, we create IOC container in what? Main method. Got it, guys? Come on. Yeah, XML web application context, CTX is equal to new XML web application context. Useful in web application, not regular Servlet JSP web application. Spring MVC based web application. What applications? Sir, you have not mentioned Spring Bean configuration file. I am worried about that. Okay, now listen carefully. This is very magical one, guys. Creates IOC container of type application context by taking, what is that? By taking dispatcher servlet logical name given in web.xml hyphen servlet.xml. What is that? Dispatcher servlet logical name. What is this dispatcher servlet, sir? A predefined servlet in web applications of Spring. We don't create it, but we have to configure it in web.xml having one or other logical name by using a tag called servlet-name, servlet-class, URL pattern, some tags we use now, boss. In that one, servlet-name tag is used for what? Giving the logical name. Suppose logical name of dispatcher servlet is DS. DS, okay? Hyphen. Servlet is the fixed word. .xml is the fixed. From which folder it looks to take that one? In webinf folder. From webinf it looks to take it. That's the reason there is no need of giving, okay, Spring Bean configuration file explicitly. If you want, you can give some other name also. For that one, extra configurations are required. Right now, we don't bother about that. When we launch that topic, we will discuss it. But standard name that it takes is what? Dispatcher servlet logical name. Let us assume DS hyphen servlet.xml. From which folder? Webinf folder. Don't ask me what is webinf. If you know a little bit of servlet, webinf is one standard folder name in web application deployment directory structure or not there. Okay, where we can keep some Java code, XML file, we keep inside the WebINF folder. If you don't know, don't worry. In coming classes of Servlet, you will get to know all those things. Till that time, just take it as a statement to remember, statement to understand. Okay, why all this stuff you will get to know when you will start studying what? Servlet concepts. As on today, no need of passing Spring Bean configuration file because it takes what? DS logical name hyphen servlet.xml as what? Spring Bean configuration file. Is it not interesting, Rababu? Come on. Okay. Okay. Creates the IOC container. Creates the AC IOC container. Okay. For Spring MVC web application. What guys? Spring MVC web application. For Spring MVC web application. Okay. Taking by taking dispatcher servlet logical name. What is that? Dispatcher servlet logical name. Logical name hyphen. What is that? Servlet.xml file of WebINF folder. What folder? As the Spring Bean configuration file. What is that file guide? XML file. As the Spring Bean configuration file. Are you getting my point there, guys? Hmm. Okay, here we write a predefined servlet in Spring MVC applications. What applications, guys? Predefined predefined servlet component where, guys? Spring MVC applications. What applications? Spring MVC application. Those are exciting. Sir, we want all these things practical. Will happen, Rababu. I'm just preparing ingredients ready. You don't cook the food, you don't make any curry directly, right? First, cutting and chopping will happen. Then you will keep masalas ready, right? Then you will keep some, what is that? Pop items. Is it right, the word? Yeah, pop items. Okay, whatever it is. Some items ready, right? Then you will recap your recipe process once. At the end, you will try to mix, right? We are still in what? Cutting and chopping place only. Time is there to come into what? Mixing multiple things and making what? Curry ready. Clear? I already saying, don't excite and keep your mind in the classroom. My first application requirement is what? Making target and dependent class as Spring Beans, giving them to IOC container and asking container to perform setter injection. How to make classes as Spring Beans we already discussed. If it is predefined, what to do, user defined, what to do, we discussed. How to create containers we are discussing today, and how to enable setter injection using XML, setter injection using annotation, we have to study next. So that is the third level of ingredient ready. Okay, once these three are ready, then we will start cooking our biryani. Fine? Till that time, online student especially, don't excite and ask me, sir, show me in Eclipse. I know when to show what. For you, spring is first time. For me, spring is not the first time. When you are going to school by wearing knickers, that time onwards, okay, I am using spring. I worked on spring. I completed nearly what? 15, 20 projects on spring. I know when to introduce what. I am your guru, don't become my guru. Okay, na? Fine. So dog has to do dog work, donkey has to do donkey work. If you reverse the work, things will be mixed up unnecessarily. Fine. Especially I am requesting and demanding online student. When I am presenting concept, take it as a concept. When I am presenting coding, take it as a coding. But without concept, there is no coding. These lines exactly comes where? In Eclipse IDE when I launch the coding, right? That time, please explain one more time. I will break your legs, boss. You are asking, please explain one more time means you are not focusing here. Don't separate coding and concept. Without concept, there is no coding. These things exactly reflects in the coding. The day we are writing the coding, I don't write the code. I just type, you will tell the code. Like that, I want to prepare the background. I already said one statement. We are not here to understand code written by me. We are here to understand the requirement, to design the code, to implement the code. So that is what required to survive in the industry. If you understand the code, you never become developer. You always become what? Junior developer. Someone says, senior says, do this, you will do it. But when you will design code, when you will know for this requirement which fits, which does not fits, that needs conceptual knowledge. If still anyone is there in what? Wrong mode, please come out of that. I don't entertain. Yeah. Predefined servlet component in Spring MVC application, which will be configured. What guys? Configured having logical name. What guys? Having logical name. Having logical name in using in web.xml file. Web.xml file using servlet-name tag. Okay. If the logical name is DS, then what guys? Then dispatch the Spring Bean configuration file. Configuration file name would be what is that? DS hyphen what is there? Servlet.xml. DS hyphen servlet.xml. I hope you got it, guys. But in this generation, are we entertaining XML based instructions, guys? No. So that's why we learn for knowledge sake. We may use 1-2 time, but our main focus is on what? Annotation based inputs and instruction. Shall I go for those classes, guys? Okay. Code to create IOC container. What, guys? Code to create ACIOC. Okay, we'll write in the heading, we'll write complete. Application context IOC container. Come on. Application context IOC container by taking annotation driven configurations. What driven configurations, guys? Annotation driven configuration. Convinced, boss. Come on, everyone. Yeah, it's a continuation. That's why I'm saying D, boss. Yeah, first one, annotation config. What, guys? Annotation config. Application context. What, guys? Annotation config. Application context. CTX is equal to new Annotation config. What is there? Application context of config is missing. I understood, my dears. Okay, here app config dot class. Array, I'm passing configuration class as the input value. In the place of XML file, I'm passing configuration class. If you see this class, on the top of the class, at the rate configuration will be there or not there? On the top of the class, at the rate configuration will be there or not there? Okay, guys, what is this? What is this application context.xml? Simply Spring Bean configuration file or not, guys? What is there, guys? Spring Bean configuration file. Simply Spring Bean configuration file. That's great. Okay, what is this, guys? Configuration class. What is that class? Configure. At the rate configuration class. At the rate configuration class. At the rate configuration class. Are you getting my point there? Yeah, tell me, guys, this is suitable in standalone application, web applications, okay, guys. Right, online students. Okay, since I'm online student, I will join whenever I want. I will leave the meeting whenever I want. It's not going to work out, guys. You should be punctual and regular also. So, shall we have some understanding? Okay, the understanding goes like this. Every day at 7:45, meeting will be locked till 8 o'clock. 7:45 to 8 o'clock, meeting will be locked. 8 o'clock onwards, meeting again will be opened. The reason is some people are having bad network. They will be losing the connectivity. I don't want to disturb their connectivity back. Okay. So 8 every day, 7:45 to 8 o'clock, meeting will be locked. Again, meeting will be locked 8:30 to 9 o'clock. 8:30 to 9, meeting will be locked. 7:45 to 8, meeting will be locked. Once I lock the meeting, you cannot join. And I don't give approval also. Because I don't want to entertain online student, join sometime, left sometime. But I don't want to see the statement. I too attended classes regularly, but no results. Fine. Okay. Whatever it is, okay. See, now people are now joining meetings happily. What you learn, my dear, by joining now? At least those are having such issues. At least try to have a recording sessions with you. At least you can listen later. Yeah, configuration class, guys. This is suitable in what? Standalone web applications. Yeah, this is suitable in web. This one, this XML web application, this is suitable in what, guys? Suitable in Spring MVC web application. Not normal web application also. Only Spring MVC web applications. Suitable in Spring MVC web application. What about this one, guys? Suitable in standalone applications. Suitable in standalone application. Standalone application. Tell me what this line is doing, guys. Creates the EAC IOC container. What container? AC IOC container, tell me, by taking app config class as the at the rate, what is there? Configuration class. App config class as the at the rate configuration class. Okay, no need of, while giving class name, you need not to give the location because we import the package. Na? So if you import the package, no need of giving the location of the class. Fine, guys. This is good. Next, E boss. What is the E? Annotation config. What is there? Web application context. What, guys? Annotation config, web application context, CTX is equal to, what is equal to? CTX is equal to, let's not waste the time of typing. Copy this, say paste of, what is there? App config dot class. What, guys? New is missing. Okay, no problem. Space is there for us. Okay, boss. What it will do? Creates AC IOC container by taking what? App config as app config class as what? Configuration class. Wait a minute. This is confusing twice coming. As the configuration class for web application. What, guys? For web application environment. In this process, it internally also starts embedded Tomcat server. What server, guys? What is the specialty of this mode of container creation? It also creates embedded Tomcat server. What server, guys? But every time, only in Spring Boot applications. Not in Spring application. In Spring Boot, embedded servers concept is not there in Spring. Embedded databases, embedded servers concept is only in what? Spring Boot environment. Are you getting my point there? So this configuration class can have full of annotation based instructions or not, guys? Okay, guys. Tell me here. Creates IOC container. Creates IOC container. It's AC IOC container in web applications. What is that? Spring MVC application, web application by taking the given, what, guys? App config class as the, what is there? Spring Bean configuration file. App config class as the Spring Bean configuration file. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Come on, everyone. Yeah. In Spring Boot environment, this class also creates, not this class, guys, this code also creates, what, guys? This code also creates embedded Tomcat server. What server? Embedded Tomcat server. Sir, what is best way of creating IOC container, right? Okay. See, in annotation driven, this is the first one. First best, right? In annotation driven, this is the first best. Clear? Because it's there for web application. This is what? Second best. In annotation driven, boss. Right, guys? In XML driven, if XML web application context is what? First best? Yes, na boss? Okay, once we forgot about web application, okay, in standalone, class path 1 is the second best, na boss? Class path 1 is the second best. Class path 1 is the second best. Everyone getting my point? So you got idea how to create container. At least you agree with me, IOC containers are lightweight. Create object container is ready. Can you create servlet container like this? Can you create JSP container like this? Can you create any other container what you know so far like this, guys? So that means at least you agree with me, IOC containers are lightweight containers or not, boss? Come on. So because IOC containers are lightweight, some extent I can say Spring and Spring Boot frameworks also lightweight, na boss? Spring and Spring Boot frameworks also lightweight or not, guys? An interesting part, these IOC containers can be created by using above choice code, either in web application, distributed application, standalone application, mobile application, wherever you want. It's all about just creating object, na boss. This object creation can be done anywhere, na. So that's why, is there any rule to work with IOC container? Servers are required. Should I start the server? Should I install the server? Wherever JVM is there, I can keep my IOC container ready or not, guys? I can keep IOC containers ready or not, guys? Okay, boss. That's good. Okay, now with this, one more ingredient is ready. What is that? How to create container. How to make Java class as Spring Bean ready. How to create container is ready. But our first application is on Spring Bean lifecycle management or dependency management. Mostly both together, right? Okay, that too I want to use setter injection based dependency injection, right, guys? Because there are so many dependency injections, guys. But what I want to use? Setter injection. I want to start with what? Setter injection. Okay, boss. Yeah, later I will say what is the best injection. Let me start with what? Setter injection. What is that, guys? Setter injection. Slowly I'm going to write sample code, guys. I want you people to have double, triple interest, boss. Yes. If the IOC container is using setter method of target class, what, guys? Target Spring Bean class to inject dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object dynamically, then it is called setter injection. Then it is called setter injection. Setter method means same old setter method what you studied in Java Bean. I hope everyone studied that, guys. Everyone studied about Java Bean. Setter methods are there to set the data. Setting data is nothing but assigning data. Assigning data is nothing but injecting data. Right now, what we are injecting? Simple data na object. Which object? Dependent Spring Bean object. To whom? Target. By calling which method of target class? That's why it is called what? Very simple, right? Okay. Other day, what we discussed? To configure Java class as Spring Bean, we have bean tag, right? To tell to Spring IOC container perform setter injection on certain has a property of target class. By having setter method, we have to go for what? Property tag. You have to use which tag, guys? Under bean tag, if you place property tag on that particular Spring Bean, okay, setter injection takes place. So automatically, under which bean tag property tag is there, that is automatically becoming target spring bean. Come on. That is automatically becoming target spring bean. Inside the property tag, while writing property tag, we will give bean ID of some other. We will give bean ID of what? Some other spring bean. That automatically become dependent spring bean object or not, guys? Don't worry. I'll show the sample code, then you will get the idea. Fine. So what is the first statement I should give? Okay. If the IOC container, what IOC? Underlying IOC container. Underlying IOC container of the Spring application is using what, guys? Is using setter method of what, guys? Setter method of the target spring bean. Target spring bean to assign or inject inject specific what, guys? Specific dependent what, guys? Dependent spring bean class object to the has a property of what, guys? Has a property of target spring bean class object, then it is called what injection? What injection? Setter injection. Okay, guys. Tell me, in XML driven configuration, we use property tag under what tag, guys? Bean tag. Under bean tag. Under bean tag of target spring bean configuration. What, guys? Target spring bean configuration. For what injection? For setter injection configuration. For what injection configuration, guys? Setter injection configuration. Paste. Next what? In what is there? Annotation driven configurations. What, guys? We use tags are dirty fellows. We use tell me, at the rate auto wide. What, guys? Auto wide on the setter method of what, guys? Setter method of target spring bean class. Okay, target spring bean class for what injection? Setter for setter injection configuration. So here what should be highlighted, guys? Property tag. Here what should be highlighted, guys? At the rate auto. Wiring is also called injection. Auto wiring means automatically injected. Automatically injected, that's why it is called wiring. Bean wiring. Wiring is equal to injection. Okay, next. Auto wiring, what is that? Is equal to auto injection. Auto wiring is equal to auto injection. I hope you got it, guys. Come on, everyone. Understood my statement, guys. Come on. Okay, that's great. Here is my property tag. Here is my what? At the rate auto. Clear? Got the point, my dear? Come on. Okay, guys. This is in what? Property tag under bean tag. Here what? At the rate auto void on the setter method of what? Target spring bean class for what injection configuration? Simply for what configuration, guys? Setter injection configuration. Convinced, my dear? Got the point, my dear? Come on. Okay, guys. Shall we get into the next level discussion, boss? Okay, let's see some sample code on setter injection. What, guys? Sample code on setter injection. We'll go very slow, guys. First three application, no rush. Because this is Spring ecosystem. Once you habituate to Spring ecosystem, later things will be easy. Until first three applications are completed, don't come to any conclusion. Spring is easier, difficult, vast, smaller. We will conclude later. I'm telling you are listening. I'm giving subject, you are following it. Till that time, no opinions, nothing to worry about it. After three application, we conclude whether things are good or bad, or you can have your own opinion on Spring. I don't mind. But till that time, it's a concept preparation, because without tasting coffee, you cannot take coffee is bad, right? So without tasting Spring, at least 10%, you cannot say Spring is good or bad. And moreover, I already said, if you say Spring is bad, okay, it's like spitting on the sun. Why? Spring is already proved. Okay, software companies are already using it. Whether you like Spring or not really does not matter. Okay, if you don't like Spring, that's your problem, not the Spring problem. Clear? No option for you, have to like it. So that needs focus. That needs strong basics in foundation. Okay, guys. Sample code on setter injection using XML driven configuration. Okay, using XML driven configuration. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. I know how to use property tag. Okay, now first of all, I'm designing target and dependent classes. Okay. com.nt.sbeans. Wish message generator. What, guys? Is my target class. Okay. Anyhow, I'm going to make it a Spring Bean. Target Spring Bean class. Okay, guys. I'm going to take latest and trending one. Java dot util dot, not util dot, time dot local time. What is that? Hurry to get the system time, boss, nothing else. Okay, as dependent Spring Bean class. Okay, what is your requirement, sir? Wish message generator should get the object of local time class having system time. From there, I will get current hour of the day. Come on. Based on the current hour of the day, I would like to generate what? I would like to generate. Stop writing notes. Not required, madam. You are writing notes? Don't do. Not required. We are in Modi generation, digital India. Okay. I'm speaking, I am writing. This will be shared with you. Spend that time in front of laptop. It's waste of writing notes. Use your brain in the classroom to listen, to analyze, to register, to query. Nothing else you have to do. No need of bringing back, nothing. Come with empty hand, go with full of brain. Got it? Okay, I don't mind you coming to class without bags. You just come with the empty hand. Those days are gone, guys. Everything is available in the internet. But the problem is so many things are available. We are assembling here what is required for what task. Once we got the clarity, copy paste. Yes or no? Na? So a problem is not information. Information is there. But what to be used at what time for which task? For that we are assembling, boss. So don't give importance to syntaxes. Sir, you are not using now because I know Spring from so many years. Something are there in my brain. If you do practice, after few days you also become like me. If I stuck up somewhere, I'll use internet support. I don't want to remember hierarchy of the classes. What I did, I have gone to Google, searched it, I got something, I pasted here. Am I feeling pressure to remember something? You have to change. Those days have gone, guys. Maybe core Java level, few programs on paper you might have written for practice purpose. Okay, I don't encourage that also. You have to practice on system. That's it. You have to solve your own errors. That day you are perfect in code. Not by writing one rough notes, one fair notes. I keep on saying one thing. When you want to become swimmer, okay, if you read the books how to swim in 30 days, or if you take coaching without practice, you won't become swimmer. If you want to become swimmer or dancer, along with listening, along with the guidance, what is most important? You have to get into the swimming pool and you have to shake your legs and hands. Then only you'll become swimmer, right? If you attend classes, if you take one rough notes, one fair notes, if you record my voice, if you listen that voice daily 10 times, you won't become programmer. When you will become programmer? Practice. First you have to practice classroom application as it is. Then you have to practice assignment, submit the assignment. Once in a while, I'll give mini projects. You have to develop more mini projects. Then slowly confidence will increase. No, sir, daily 10 hours I am studying by keeping book. It is not IAS, IPS exam, ra, babu. It is a software job, ra. Your preparation is spending time on laptop, not by reading books. These theoretical concepts also should be there in your brain because of your practicals only, not because you are reading something. Please change your attitudes, change your pattern of preparation. Those days have gone. One night batting, full theory, mugged up 20 answers. Okay, in that one, 10 came into the exam. Come on. And in that one, you vomited 5 on the paper. Yes or no? Na? Somehow you got the 40-45 marks. Paper clear. Because of practicals, anyhow, practicals you will get full marks. On and average, 70% will come. Yes or no? Na? Anyone having dare to tell only practical, only theoretical exam marks? The percentage is very shy percentages. 35%, 37, 38. Theoretical exam percentages are very less, na? Including practical, you touched 70, right? You know that. So that is not going to work out. It's a continuous process. After joining company also, it's a continuous process. But sir, who will learn lifetime? When you have 10 things, adding 11th thing is not a great thing. When you have 20 thing, adding 20th one is not a great thing. Now it is difficult because you have to learn 10 things at a time. After joining company, every month you will be adding what? 1%, 2% of learning. That too you will get along with what? Daily routine process. You need not to spend separate time on it. Understanding? Super. Tell me. So here, what is the basic purpose, guys? Uh, here, we want to make what, guys? We want to make ACIOC container. What container? Injecting. Okay, 1 minute. Creating objects for what, guys? Objects for both classes. What, guys? Both classes and injecting local time object to wish message generator object by calling setter method. Nothing but we are looking for setter injection na boss. Setter injection. Fine. The wish message generator, what it will do? Gets current hour of the day from the system date available in system data available in system data available in local time object. Okay, object for generating the wish message based on the current hour of the day. What is that? Current hour of the day. Based on the current hour of the day. I think you understood, my dear. Okay, don't follow English teacher instructions here. English teacher says when you meet any person for the first time, you have to say good morning. Night at 12 o'clock, night 11:55, if you meet someone, English teacher says you have to wish him as what? Good morning. But opposite person should say good night. Some blah blah theories are there, okay? But my theory is Rangopar Varma theory, boss. RGV theory. If you say good morning, it won't become good. If I feel it has to be good, it will be good, right? But we are in the corporate culture. Some things we cannot avoid. No, I might have said good morning to you 1-2 times to you people also. It comes in the flow because in the conference calls or as a formality, people says good morning. Okay. When you receive good morning, you have to reply good morning. Okay, at least I am saying good morning. There are my colleagues, there are my friends who says very, very good morning. That too with very sweet voice, very soothing voice. I get lot of angry when I listen very, very good morning. But we have to respect some corporate cultures, right? Yeah, there are some good things in corporate culture. Project manager also, you can call him with name. You have to just add Mr. Adding Mr. before name is giving respect. No need of saying Sri, Garu, Sir. Okay. And some project manager clearly says, if you are calling Sir, don't call me Sir, call me with my name. Call me with my name. By climbing gap as experience in the interview room, while giving answer, if you say to opposite person, sir, 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 he will understand you are next to Amirpet or you are next to Satyam Theatre. I think you are not aware of Satyam Theatre, Asian Satyam Theatre, okay? Earlier that was a single theater, boss, okay? Recently it has become what? Multiplex. Simple Malcolm what? Multiplex. Okay. So that's why we all know that that place as what? Satyam Theatre only. Maybe next generation people says some other name. Okay. But for us it is still Satyam Theatre only. Fine guys. So that's why don't use the word sir. Okay, whatever it is. Yeah, what is the logic here? Less than 12. Good morning. Yes, guys. Yeah. Greater than or equal to 12 and less than array 24 hours. That will give in 24 hours, my dear. What is this? Good afternoon. Next. 16. Okay. We'll go for what? 19, guys. Up to 7 p.m. Okay. Up to 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Okay, 7 p.m. including 7. Yeah, it is what? Good evening. Yes. Greater than or equal to 20. Okay. Greater than or equal to 20. Let's say good. Yes, this is the basic theory, guys. Come on. So first of all, I have to design classes. Luckily, one dependent is what? Predefined, guys. This is a predefined class. Do I need to do anything for it, guys? Say something, my dear. Do I need to do anything for it? Okay. This is user defined class na? Okay. Yeah. Now listen, boss. I will get system date to local time object. Local time object. When I create its object by using new operator or when I call now method. Huh? Come on, guys. Yeah. We can create local time object having system time by calling its static factory method or not, guys. Factory method means what? Method who can return object. It may be same class object or some other class object. Relevant object or irrelevant object. Come on. Static, that method is static method, static factory method. If that method is non-static method, non-static factory method. Got it, guys? Super, guys. Tell me, boss. We can get system time. What, guys? System time to local time class object only when we call. What, guys? Only when we call now as the, what is there? Static factory method. What method? On local time class. Local time class. Okay. Okay. What is that, guys? Local time LT is equal to local time dot now off. Local time dot now off. It will give system time having system time into local time class object or not, guys? Factory method is a factory method is a method. Factory method is a method that returns either same class object or different class object. Different class object. But basically it returns object, boss. Factories returns object, right? Okay. If it is static, there are so many static factory method, boss. Thread dot current thread. Yes. Hey, don't think that calendar dot get instance. Calendar dot get instance does not return calendar class object, boss. It actually returns Gregorian calendar class object. What object, guys? String dot value of what value? String dot value of. It can convert anything into string. Who's that? String dot value of array dot to string, arrays dot to string. All these are what? Examples, guys. Examples. Okay. Thread T is equal to thread dot. What is there? Current thread of. Yeah, returning same class object na, boss. It is returning same class object. Returning same class object. Come on, my dear. After that, what next, guys? String S1 is equal to string dot value of Okay, 10. Returning same class object. Same returning same class object. Method belongs to string. Also returns this. Tell me. Calendar. Cal is equal to calendar dot calendar. Cal is equal to calendar dot get instance or not, boss? Yeah, tell me. It looks like it is returning same class object, but actually not. It is returning relevant class object. It actually returning Gregorian calendar class object, whose superclass is what? Calendar. Superclass reference variable can refer subclass object or not. Like that, we are going for what? It looks like it is returning calendar class object. Are calendar is an abstract class, ra babu. Can we create object for abstract class, my dear? Can we create object for abstract class, guys? Returning, tell me. Relevant class object. What object, guys? Returning relevant class object. Nothing but Gregorian calendar class object. What is that? Gregorian. Okay, Gregorian calendar class object. Okay, subclass object of calendar. Subclass object of calendar, which is an abstract class, guys. Gregorian calendar is concrete class, na? CC means concrete class. AC means, array meaning of AC changing time to time. Please don't, sir. One time AC means application context. One time AC means what? Abstract class. Yes, na? So there are some meanings which will change context to context. Yes or no? Na? There are client. In computer, client server means physical machine. For lawyer, client means what? Person who gives the case, right? Okay. So the word platform. For Java people, platform means operating system. For railway station people, platform means what? Where train comes. Yes, na boss? For beggar, platform means what? Where you get the food. So the word platform is having fixed meaning or different meaning? That common sense. You are graduate, not LKG, UKG. CC. Concrete class. What class, guys? Concrete class. AC, guys. Abstract class. Yeah. Okay. Let me do careful announcement, guys. January 1st is working day for us. That day we are working. Okay. I'll give only one linearity. Okay. Liberty. Instead of 7:30, that day I'll start session by 8 o'clock. Except that lenience, nothing is possible. Okay. That day we are working and we are making entire year working continuously. Yes, na boss? Yeah. Sir, you can give one day holiday now. What happens? Some other Sunday you can take. No. January month, generally we have a tradition in Amirpet. For Pongal, 5 to 6 days we take a vacation. Dasara, Pongal, these are the 2 times we take vacation. Okay. And myself, I take vacation in summer also. Okay. Right. So that is my personal one. Okay. But online classes I'll take from wherever I go. Okay, but Dasra Pongal, generally 5 6 days vacation we take, guys. So those are planning to go to hometown, plan at that particular time. Sunday to Sunday, I will tell. Jan 11th to Jan 19th. I am not going to take the classes. If you have other faculty classes, deal with them. I don't have any problem. But my Pongal vacation period is what? Sunday to Sunday. Clear? Super. Okay. Calendar cal is equal to, yeah, start your reservation because I know you are from, I think I'm seeing most of the faces are Orissa faces and the trains, okay, your trains towards your places are very, very busy. I know that. And I think some faces I can see MP, some faces I can see from UP and Bihar. Am I right? I think one, two Maharashtra faces also there. There are not there. Yeah, don't ask me who is what. I have that power. Okay. My eyes might be small, but very sharp, boss. Okay. Fine, guys. CC, concrete class. Other one is what? Abstract class, guys. Okay. Calendar. Next, one more is there. String S is equal to arrays dot string. What is that? Arrays dot to string new int array. What, guys? New int array 10, 20, 30. It will convert any array into string or not, guys? Yeah, it is what method, guys? It is what method? I want reply. Returning irrelevant class object. Okay. Non-related class object. Returning non-related class object. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Come on. I think you understood what is factory method. Okay. Now the question is how to develop these classes, right? One is predefined, one is user defined. Predefined, you need not to develop, guys. Only user defined, you have to develop, right, guys? Yeah, today we'll finish this, then we'll go to next one. Wish message generator dot Java. Container is ready to inject to wish message generator class object, but there should be a reference variable inside the wish message generator object. You want to get something into object means, first of all, you have to design at class level. Object should hold another class object. That means this target class should have a reference variable of another class, na boss? One class having another class reference variable as a property name means technically those two classes are there in composition, and such property is technically called as has a property. Yes or no, na? Corner boy, get up. Get up. Not you. Last corner. One class reference variable is there in another class as a property. Technically, what is that property called? Wait. He's intelligent. No, I asked property name, not the relation name. As a property. You are not listening, class. That's why I asked you. Somehow your core Java saved you. Next time, if I ask Spring question, you will be red-handedly caught. Focus. Okay. Wish message generator dot Java. Okay, that's great. Yeah. First of all, what I'm doing to do? Package com.nt.esbin. Hey, not compulsory this package, guys. Any name you can give, but try to take meaningful words in the package name. Package P1, package pack1, I will pack you. Okay, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Coding conventions are very, very important. Com for company, NT for Natras Technologies or Naresh Technologies. Sbms means spring beans. Minimum 2 words, if possible 3 words. You don't like this? Project name dot module name dot purpose. Company name dot project name dot purpose. Something meaningful. Did you see any predefined package P1, guys? All packages are meaningful, na? Java.sql, Java.util, Java.lang. Yes? Then what happened to you people, ra? Why you take package name as P1, class name as A1, class name as A2? Are you accused one, accused two by murdering someone? Start giving meaningful names. What happens? Demo 1, It's good. Or you are doing practicals of inheritance. Inheritance demo 1, you take it. Inheritance demo 2, you take it. What's your problem? Why are you taking class names as A1, B1, C1? That's very bad sign. I hope your parents have given meaningful names to you. Your name is having some meaning. Then why are you taking class names as X1, Y1, Z1? Don't do that. Naming conventions are very, very important. They should speak what you are doing, right? See how nicely this class name is there. What is that? Wish message generator. How nicely it's looking, guys. Local time. Though your application connected to server, this will give local machine time only. That's the meaning of local time. Yeah, they are package imports, guys. Leave it. Yeah. Public class. What is there? Wish message generator. Okay, that's great, guys. Private. What is there? Private. Which class reference I want to hold? Local. Local time LT. Don't you think it's a has a property? Indirectly, I'm keeping wish message generator and local time classes in has a relationship na boss. Here, wish message generator and local time classes. Local time classes will be kept in what relationship, guys? What relationship? As a will be kept in as a relationship. Nothing but composition or not, guys. Nothing but composition or not. I want reply, guys. Public string generate wish message. What is there? String MSG. Public string generate wish message. String MSG. Arey, we don't inject for time pass, na? We inject for a purpose, right? What is the purpose? When injected, it is injected having system date and time, right, boss? When injected, it is injected having system time. So from there, we get current hour of the day. Using current hour of the day, we try to generate what? Wish message. We don't wish any random person. We ask some username. Yes, good morning, some Raja. Good morning, Mahesh. That Mahesh, we are going to get as what? Argument value. Get current hour of the day. Listen, sir, you can say like this, na? Private local time LT is equal to local time dot now off. Over. Array, if you are creating object, why are you coming to Spring and IOC container? What do you want to see? We want, who has to do that work, guys? IOC container. That's why I don't want to do that work, right, boss? Get current hour of the day, right, guys? Day. Yeah, tell me, guys. Int hour is equal to LT dot get hour. Get hour. In what format? 24 hours form. In what format we get, guys? In 24 hours format we get, right? Yeah, tell me. If hour less than 12. Next, what is there? Return. Return good morning plus user. Return good morning plus user. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Return good morning plus user. I don't know what's happening there. Something happened, guys. Oh, escape. Huh? What should I do, guys? No, it's not going off. It's gone stuck up, guys. It got stuck up. Window, no, nothing is responding. Control Z also not responding. Okay, only minimize, maximize is responding. Okay, no, total menu got disappointed, guys. Nothing, nothing. Okay, I never faced this. Save it. Okay, I think time is also up, guys. Shall we complete this tomorrow? It's Shall we complete this tomorrow? Tomorrow come with fresh mind, because except typing in ID, entire application I am going to present in front of you. Except typing in ID, okay, entire application will be with you. Am I right? Because after that, same application we try to develop using what? We see sample code in XML, right? We see the same sample code in annotation. Okay, then annotation one we execute, not the XML one. Why? XML is not industry standard. XML we are learning only for knowledge sake. Our main focus will be on what? The annotation driven instructions. Fine? I hope so. Are we going good? Able to follow me? Getting interest to get up and come for class, or something feeling boring kind of thing? Waiting for next class? Or that curiosity of learning is increasing or not? Are just complete first three application. You only wait for when next class will come. After coming to class, you will be on the edge of this seat, expecting what next, waiting for what next. Subject is like that. My presentation will be in the same fashion, and the importance is also similar. All three things. Subject is great. I will present in equal manner with real-time use cases and real-life example. And in the market, importance is also there. All three factors makes you to learn subject with a lot of interest. You might have felt little boring while working with core Java. Why? Because no application development, only concept. How interface works, how abstract class works, how inheritance works. Here, no concept. We are going to use everything for constructing an application. After constructing multiple simple application, we use all the concepts together, we develop one mini project. So that you will be ready for interview, you will be even ready for what? Survival of the job. Because after all, in the company, you have to develop the projects, right? Okay, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Today onwards, you have a Google Drive to use. I think everyone might have received Google Drive link. Not received. Check your mail once. Check your mail once, boss. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Yeah, 29th May. This is the old one, na? In December month, is there any drive link here? 7:30 p.m. Yeah, right. Yeah, 7 Sbms. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, array, they have sent to me means they might have sent to you also. Not, huh? Okay, no problem. Admin will send. Admin will send, guys. Don't worry. Okay, I'm keeping my content here. First, what? Intro. Next, what is there? Core module. What module? Spring core module. Spring core module. Okay. Yes. Let's go to intro folder. I think we have some folder like that. E drive. What is there? Class content. What content? Class content. Spring. Where is that, guys? 717. What's our one? 717. Intro. I think some documents are there. Let it be, guys. Okay, they are uploading, boss. One by one, they will be uploaded. Yeah, you put them in order and download. Don't read in Google Drive. Download and read. You also maintain one folder. Every day you download to that and open it in the paintbrush. Yeah, 7:30 a.m. Yeah, that's great. Spring Core file upload. Where is that, guys? Spring Core. I think I saved every document, it seems, properly. In Spring Core also we got multiple sessions. Oh, still in intro. Still in intro. I understood. I understood, guys. Okay, 26th width got increased. I will tell the reason why. Right click. Wait a minute. Width got increased. It will disturb your opening style, guys. Edit with paint. Edit with paint. Yeah. Instead of 2500, it has come as what? 25,000. Google Locker, can you please? Where are you, man? This much time. Just now admin said he will update by evening, right? Okay. Oh, yeah, still not working out. Huh? Okay, we'll see the reason, guys. Let me upload. Tomorrow we'll set right that. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Next few classes are very important. Few classes. Maybe tomorrow entire background preparation will be over. And the day after tomorrow, same applications we try to develop using Eclipse IDE. Some people are keeping candles in eyes to see my coding skills, right? Okay, mostly this Saturday, Friday, last 10-15 minutes, Saturday, we are going to see first application development, execution, and output. Don't dare to miss the classes. I am not going to write the code. I am just going to type and you are going to tell the code. That much background we have prepared so far, right? Super, guys. Thank you. Serlet compulsory. Serlet you have to learn parallelly. I'm not saying prerequisite, but parallelly you can learn. Thank you. Have a nice time.